The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and my people in power. Shape this vision, complaining all day but in the same condition. If you want to make change, it's gonna take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion can't emancipate through options, transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the listen. I've been on a mission, and I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Broncos are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Bengals, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to look to throw.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So they're operating in the red zone. Now Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On first down, it's Simeon. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ten yards still left on second down. Out of the gun, Simeon. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Evans from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Simeon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Now Simeon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Ross on the return. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. It's second down. Dalton looking. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Second down, Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. And Dalton to throw. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Dalton throwing on second down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They begin the drive with Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Eluding the pressure right. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right around the 26. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now here's McCarron on third. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Simeon on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Evans able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Green, 39. Leopard.
Here's Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Simeon. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? And the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run here with Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now.
On first down, Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now it's Simeon. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long. It's Simeon. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Simeon and the offense staying put. They'll go on 4th down.
19.
Indeed going for it. Simeon trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kavari Russell. And a return will stop right around the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Detroit! Here we go now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cody Core, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Broncos coming out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Pass incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. Green, 39.
To throw with Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Simeon. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Simeon. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To the air again, Simeon. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Drops it underneath for Booker. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Back to throw, Simeon. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Trevor Simeon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane of the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw on second is Simeon. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Virgil Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got room. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
On the carry, it's Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Watching that body. Let's go. 3-19. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll run on first down. Hill. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they are just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first down, it's Simeon. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Simeon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final act of the first half. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And his throw here's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Simeon. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Let's go! Detroit, 39! Green, 39!
And the back goes into motion. They are going to go with Simeon. That's to his running back, complete. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
You know, in golf, they often talk about worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll they'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right, here we go.
On third down, that's Garner. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Leopard. Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll try the air now with Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Set. Green 39.
On 3rd down, it's Garner. And some space here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Simeon now to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. On fourth down, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Buying time to his left. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. Flush to his right. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the 49ers have moved out in front in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you let them have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Simeon. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals have recovered it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
No, check, Patriot! Set, blue, landing! Blue, back down, Philly, here we go! Hurry up!
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Seven yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch it! No, check! Patriot! All right, here we go. Blue, landing!
Again, it's Hill. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line.
Lock at 56. Lock at 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They give it off here to the tight end. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 10 here. Play action here with Dalton. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The play clock's running down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That good for 19 and a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's Simeon now on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Dalton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontez Perfect. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now,
explosion, help. Guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different
500 now as the wind moves.